Scene 3.
Annabel was very much alone. The boy she'd grown to love since childhood was gone. Her mother had died when she was young, and her father kept to himself. Annabel turned to her best friend, her sister Catherine, for comfort.
September the 4th, 1898. My dear, dear Catherine. Hello, sister. The house is dreadfully dull without you. Father has been quite sad since you left, and the sight of me makes him even sadder. Perhaps he's thinking of the day he will see me go too, and then he shall be all alone. Oh, how I wish that day would come. James has been gone for but a fortnight, and I miss him terribly. I fear that some city girl has stolen his heart away. I've taken to reading as a way to pass the time. I find that the only books that appeal to my disposition are those with a dark, mysterious side. I've already read and reread your new copy of Dracula. I went yesterday to Lincoln's shop and found myself a whole pile of Gothic novels, second-hand, of course. Oh, how I wish I could disappear into those stories. The beautiful heroine, virtuous and fair. Oh, if I were only Adeline with my Theodore, or Matilda with hers. There exists not a Gothic heroine without her hero. But do you know, they all seem to be named Theodore. I miss you so much. Give my love to dear Henry, your Annabel.
September the 12th. Dearest Annabel. Oh, Annabel, I am the happiest woman in all the world here with my Henry. Perhaps we shall plan a visit to Devonshire soon. I long to see you. London is indeed a very exciting place. Henry and I have just gotten back from a visit to his friend, Mr. Berkeley. What a dear man! A pity he hasn't yet found himself a wife. Ah, London, what colours, what sights! I bought some new ribbons there, one a pale pink and the other a deep, beautiful scarlet. Oh, they went wonderfully with my best dress. You know, that lovely cream-coloured muslin one with the small pearl buttons, which I had the fortune to wear several times as we went to some fine dances in London. I fancied I saw your James at one of them. You'd be glad to know he danced with so many women I could not keep them straight. Can't you see, not a one of those city girls can pin down its fancy like you can. In fact, I'm quite certain that he will return within the month to Devonshire to ask your hand. I've enclosed an article I believe quite settles the matter. Why else would he still be a bachelor, since he's evidently so eligible? I must conclude that he is saving his heart for you. Fear not, sister of mine, for you shall soon have your hero, even if he is not called Theodore. Henry sends his love. Catherine.
September the 16th, 1898. Dear Catherine, I'm quickly making my way through all of Mr. Lincoln's books. I have a new one to begin after I send your letter, a collection of poems by Edgar Allan Poe. Mr. Lincoln was hesitant to give it to me, but I convinced him that after reading The Monk, which he gave me last week, I should hardly flinch at Mr. Poe's verses. Besides, the longer I am here, away from you, and away from James, I find myself needing stronger and stronger means of distraction. I scare away my melancholy. Thank you for sending me that article. It does me good to see a photograph of my dear James looking so well. I'm much comforted by your observations, but I can't help worrying that my dear one will forget me in time. He's bound to fall for one of those women, and then I'll be completely forsaken. I should send him something special to let him know that my thoughts and my heart are with him always. All my love, your Annabel.